Energy crisis. That's a term being tossed around quite a lot lately across the world. In Pakistan, the phenomena has sneaked into small talks in drawing rooms and WhatsApp groups alike, with people complaining about power and gas load shedding hours amid an energy crisis that appears set to drag on for months. Wondering why the misery isn't ending anytime soon? Here's why. Although Pakistan has a natural gas supply, Agra estimates it to only meet 22.3% of market demand by 2030, making the country rely heavily on imports to meet its energy demand. So, over a decade ago, Pakistan invested in liquefied natural gas as a cheap alternate energy source and entered long-term contracts with suppliers in Qatar and Italy that account for 87% of state-owned Pakistan LNG's imports, leaving only 13% for spot purchases. But something very unusual happened last week when the state-owned Pakistan LNG's fourth attempt in roughly a month to spot purchase LNG didn't attract a single offer in a $1 billion tender. To put it simply, Pakistan was unable to buy gas from July to September. To top it off, some of the long-term suppliers have also defaulted. Now, while this illustrates the reluctance of suppliers to sell to a country in the depths of an economic crisis, it also demonstrates the extent of the global fuel shortage. The LNG prices have spiked over 1,000% in the past 2 years. First, due to the post-pandemic demand, and more recently, the Ukraine war. The West's campaign to boycott Russian petroleum products has redirected global LNG flows to rich European countries willing to pay more than the market price. In the past year alone, Europe's LNG imports are up to 50% with no sign of slowing down. As European nations swallow up LNG supply, developing countries are struggling to meet their energy demands. Where India, Thailand and Myanmar are curbing LNG purchases due to high prices, Bangladesh recently bought its most expensive LNG shipment from a spot market to keep the power. The soaring price is also driving emerging nations to explore contracting Russian gas, making it a catch-22 situation for the West trying to punish Vladimir Putin for invading Ukraine. In the short run, Pakistan appears to have no choice but to bear inflation. But if the government wants to procure gas for winters, it should start planning now.